On a certain day, a bull and a pheasant, a bird, and the bull were grazing upon the field. The bull was grazing upon the grass and the pheasant picking ticks off the bull, partnership. There was a huge tree at the edge of the field. The pheasant very nostalgically looked up at the tree and said, "Oh, alas, there was a time when I could fly to the topmost branch of the tree. But today, I do not have strength in my wing even to fly to the first branch of the tree." The bull very nonchalantly said, "That's no problem. You just eat a little bit of my dung every day and within a fortnight you will reach the topmost branch of the tree." Pheasant said, "Come on, what kind of nonsense is that?" Bull said, "Really, try and see, the whole humanity's on it." Very hesitantly, the pheasant started pecking at the dung, and lo, on the very first day it reached the first branch of the tree. Within a fortnight it did reach the topmost branch of the tree. It went and sat there on the topmost branch of the tree, just beginning to enjoy the scenery. The old farmer was rocking on his rocking chair. He saw a fat old pheasant sitting on top of the tree. He pulled out his shotgun and shot the bird off the tree. The moral of the story is, many times even bullshit can get you to the top, but it never lets you stay there. So you can just bullshit yourself into well-being, but you never stay there. Without engineering the system the right way, without creating the right kind of chemistry, right kind of situation within yourself, you being peaceful and joyful as a way of life, not something that you achieve once in a way, will not happen to you. This must be understood. Unless you do the right things will not happen to you, whether it's outside life or inside life.
Engineering is a remarkable course really, because the course is structured with specific processes to enable you to deepen your sense of awareness. And the course, which has been devised by Sadhguru, seems to be unique as well as remarkable in creating those structures in which we can comfortably go inside and start to re-engineer those bits of us that don't work as well as we would like them to.
Suppose you lose your peace. Suppose you lost your peace today. What happens? You go home and whoever is at home, you yell at them. If it continues tomorrow, you may pick a quarrel with your neighbor. If it continues tomorrow, you go to… who's your boss? Prime Minister, is it? You go and yell at the Prime Minister. The moment you yell at the Prime Minister, everybody knows you need medical help. Yes? When you yelled at your husband or wife, they thought it's normal. When you yell at your boss, when you yell in a place where it has serious consequences for you, everybody knows you need medical help. They took you to your doctor. Initially, doctors try to talk you out of it. You won't budge, then he'll throw a pill into you. Pill means what? A little bit of chemicals. A little bit of chemical inside, suddenly people become peaceful. Their body, their mind becomes peaceful, maybe just for a short duration, but it does become peaceful. Or in other words, what you call as peace is a certain kind of chemistry. What you call as joy is another kind of chemistry. What you call as ecstasy is another kind of chemistry. What you call as agony is another kind of chemistry. Tension, anxiety, fear, everything has a chemical basis. Every human experience has a chemical basis to it. Now I am talking about that kind of technology with which you create the right kind of chemistry, where you're naturally peaceful and joyful. Being peaceful and joyful is no more a pursuit outside. You are joyful by your own nature. Now your life, instead of being in pursuit of happiness, it becomes an expression of joy. In your life, you have done many things in pursuit of your happiness, and a few things as an expression of your joy. And if you look back and see, you will see always those few moments where you are expressing your joy are the most beautiful part of your life, isn't it? They are the most beautiful moments in your life, isn't that so? Yes? And if you're joyful by your own nature, every moment of your life, that's how it will be. Only when you're peaceful, joyful, your body and your mind function at their best. How successful you are in the world essentially depends on how effectively you can use this physical body and your mind, isn't it so?
It's made a huge difference to the way I experience my life. For many years I've been doing personal development work, for 20 years I think, and I understood a huge amount in my head, but it was very difficult to translate that into quality of life. And I've found since I've had this tool, this daily practice, it's been so powerful in enabling me to feel grounded and calm. It opens up whole new dimensions to life, and he uses the word potential, and I think it has extraordinary potential for all of us.
Isha Yoga is not a teaching, not a philosophy, not a belief system, it's just a method. So you're just learning how to employ the method. Let's say it's like your car. You don't have to believe in the car. You don't have to even understand the car. You just have to learn how to drive the car and it takes you all over, isn't it? Takes you where you want to go, isn't it? So you don't necessarily have to know how to build a car, nor do you have to understand all the sciences of the car, nor do you have to believe in it, nor do you have to love it, nor do you have to worship it. You just have to learn how to drive it. There are people who love their car, but now they can't drive it on the street because they're constantly afraid that somebody may kiss their car. Isn't it? So loving your car is not important. You know how to drive the car, that's important, isn't it? So this is just a mechanism. You learn how to drive it. And if you drive it, it'll take you places, wonderful places.